Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of ham radio station W1GV, Phonetics Whiskey 1 Golf Victor, for those of you who are interested. What you're looking at right now, though, is the breadboard that I use for various electrical and electronic experiments and circuits and tests. What you see right now is a light-emitting diode. See that? I sure hope so. Connected to a 6-volt battery through a 1500 ohm resistor. And then, if you look up close, you'll see a 1 microfarad capacitor, a metal film capacitor, coupling that into an audio cable with a 1/8 inch phone jack on the end of it. There's the phone jack right there. It's a 6-foot cable. You might ask, what in the world's he going to use that for? Well, you plug that 6-foot cable into an audio output of, say, the audio output of your computer, the headphone output, or the audio output of a ham radio, or the audio output of a low-powered audio amplifier of any kind. And because of this design, this series capacitor protects the amplifier from the battery, and also protects the diode from interference from the amplifier. And what you get then is audio modulation of the light coming from that diode. And then if I want to pick that up, there's a 6-volt solar module connected through another capacitor, in this case 0.22 microfarads, to keep the DC from getting through and only allow the fluctuations to get through, ending up in another 1/8 inch phone jack, which can plug into the microphone input of another computer or the microphone input of an audio amplifier to pick up those modulations. And I have tested this device with phase shift keying to see whether I could transmit the data over that modulated light beam for a few meters, a few feet. Here's phase shift keying. That's what you're hearing on the Nerd Cave ham radio station. There's the waterfall display, there's the spectral display, and there's the text that's being transmitted right now, CQ, and the station is KF5MDW. I don't know if you can see that. Standing wave ratio meter. There's the interface between the computer and the radio transceiver, which is right here. Big screen display for showing various things. 46-inch Sony Bravia, my pride and joy. And there's my primary website. That's what it looks like, sciencewriter.net. See a bunch of links, books available at Amazon, quiz explanations, research sites, Neutrino Lab. It's the Sanford Lab here in Lead, L-E-A-D, South Dakota, my hometown. In the Black Hills, 5,000 feet above sea level. Videos, links to videos, all kinds of stuff. Even got a link to all the mistakes I've made in my books. Don't you just love that? I'm not going to hide them from you, but you got to look for them on my website to find them. And if you find what you think is a mistake in one of my books, let me know by email, which is also on my website. There's a little amplifier that helps to amplify, to get surround sound of that glorious noise that you hear in the background. Copied some code practice there from the ham radio headquarters, just to see if I could still write down Morse code, and I can pretty well. There's what I send it with, that little paddle, little key or paddle, keyboard for that computer. Here's another computer. Now this is the computer that I use to transmit those phase shift keyed signals through that light emitting diode. Hooked it up to the earphone output of this computer through that battery and diode contraption. What you're looking at now, though, as a program shows the stars in the sky, centered in Rapid City, South Dakota at this particular moment, but it's daytime, so you can't see the stars anyway. But that computer knows where they are. There's the computer that I do a lot of my video production work on. And my other website, my Authors Guild website, Stan Gibilisco. I've got a little story on there for you. Just Google my name, you'll find it. I believe it says Home, Stan Gibilisco, The Magnates of Malarkey. Or you can Google on the phrase, The Magnates of Malarkey. I think that's the only one you're going to find on Google, and it'll lead you right there. Enjoy that story. That is an image from Great Images in NASA, which I use as wallpaper on my video production computer, amongst other great images from NASA. Just Google on Great Images in NASA, and you'll be able to get some of that. So that's a little bit of the Nerd Cave tour update. Just another little aside. The light that you see that's illuminating that breadboard is a light-emitting diode lamp. It only consumes 1.3 watts, but produces in effect 25 watt incandescent equivalent, as are all the other lights in this cave. Lights up that ship, explore the internet. In an old sailing ship, explore the ham radio bands. There's another LED. LED computer displays. Oh, I've got so many light-emitting diodes in this cave. You probably spend the rest of your life counting them and never finish. Another LED light. Switch to all LEDs down here now. And then, of course, my uninterruptible power supply that I hacked with automotive batteries, which not necessarily a recommended hack for those who don't know what they're doing. And those who think they know what they're doing, like me, well, it's no skin off your nose if I burn my face off. Just, don't burn your face off and then blame me. There's another LED light. And the old backup furnace. A wood stove. It can easily produce 100,000 BTUs per hour with that fuel. And I think this winter we're going to need it. Stan Gibilisco signing off from his Nerd Cave, W1GV ham radio operator. Until next time, so long.